I've talked a couple times on this channel about, or I have two kind of skin cancer dedicated videos that I'll link in the video description. The first was on being diagnosed with melanoma type of skin cancer when I was 22 years old, so I'll link to that one. That one's from 2021. And then I have one in January 2021, and then I have a second video from May 2023. It is currently Tuesday, 17 October 2023, as of filming this. So earlier this year, the second one is about self-exams and preventing skin cancer. So I've talked a little bit about being diagnosed and the role of skin cancer in self-exams and preventing skin cancer, and how I kind of caught mine early because I did self-exams. This is specifically on being a cancer survivor, so specific skin cancer, melanoma survivor in autumn 2015. So the age kind of factored into the diagnosis, but in getting through, kind of in getting rid of this cancer, fighting off the cancer, but getting rid of it, it was in situ, which meant I did have to get surgery to get the it removed. I went in, I got put under, I had the full, go in for the surgery room, take one's clothes off, put it in a bag, put it in a locker, put on the gown, go into the room, get put under. It wasn't full anesthesia, but I was put on, like, sedated kind of thing. So I wasn't awake for the surgery. Then went to a recovery room, got my bag with my clothes in it, got dressed, that kind of stuff, got the all clear. And that the cancer had not spread from the being diagnosed to the surgery, and so I was good to go. And so I went through that, and so that's kind of the survivor phase. But the self-exams factored in this scar. I couldn't lift my arms for a little while because of it would tear the scar. They had to cut out a chunk in my back by my spine, and so I actually had to keep my arms low. I couldn't actually lift them up or it would tear apart the stitches and or sutures or whatever it was. And it didn't heal as nicely as some of the other scars on my body, so there's still a little bit of a divot in my back, but it did heal well. I think it kind of got worse after like the initial healing. I don't know how. And there's like, I've read about phantom limb pain, and there was a bit of that for like, I would say maybe it took me about 3 or 4 years after the surgery to get past, like, it's not there anymore. But I would like be there and I'd just be like, it was disturbing to me after. And then, but the self-exams didn't bother me as much, and I did go see a couple different, I think, like, including the surgeon, and like 3 different dermatologists after the surgery, I think, kind of thing. But I eventually, and especially since I've moved back in with my parents, I rely on self-exams. And so what has happened after the 3 to 4 years of it getting cut out, and me just kind of like really struggling with the, like, it's not there, it's okay, and kind of sometimes it's like phantom pains, and it'll tingle, and I'll be like, it has what kind of is my biggest area that I'm still kind of struggling with, yes, even almost exactly 8 years later. No, it's a little more than 8 years later, I think. So I was diagnosed in August 2015, and I had it taken out, I think it was September, so I think it was autumn. September, October 2015. So yeah, summer/autumn 2015 is that approximately? It was, I think. Okay. Anyway, point being, the season mattered because I had just started graduate school, and it was my first year in graduate school, so I was busy and I was trying to adjust, and I was trying to get my paperwork in for residency and stuff like that. And so the year 2015 and approximately autumn, I'll say approximately autumn, even if it was autumn, it was approximately autumn. I think it was autumn, but I'm not, because the season changes in September. It was approximately there. Was it? It might have been, okay, approximately autumn 2015, and I was really busy. And I think I even traveled back to Hawaii and stuff, and it was stressful. It might have been October. Anyway, I did not look up all my paperwork when everything happened, and it just took time. And I remember that, and I started my appointments before I started had my orientation and stuff, and it was just like 2 days. It was like 1 or 2 days before school, at my first day, the orientation of the graduate school program, and I was like officially diagnosed with cancer, and I was like, how's that for like, let me rethink my life, you know? And I still struggle with the self-exams a little bit, and more of the like looking forwards kind of thing of like, I don't want to go through this again, you know, kind of thing. So yeah, so that's an area, but I do my self-exams, and I think doing them helps, because I'm just like, I at least know like what is here and what's new and that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's an ongoing struggle even 8 years later, approximately 8 years later. That's on what it's like being a cancer survivor in approximately autumn 2015 is well, I was busy, and a lot of people just kind of went off, and I went that way because I had to deal with life-threatening issues, or one big life-threatening issue. So it was a very much a divergence from the norm for my pack, so to speak. So yeah, so a little bit about what that, just slowly piecing that journey together. Links in the video description. Happy day.